Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Hey, how about that? Welcome to Influence and Persuasion. Dave and Maria. We're going to start tonight by covering a few things that we've covered in the past. We're going to start on focus, on going back to focus. And I'm just getting everything set up here on the system. But anyways, all right. Checking some new notes out and everything here. Okay.
Did you press record?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good job.
Yeah, I did. Yep, I pressed record, so we'll be able to air this at another date. All right. But I was going to start out with focus tonight. And it's what we've been talking about in the past. And I got an email yesterday, and I shared it with you, about how do you start writing your thoughts down on a piece of paper, and you start writing every thought you have, good, bad, or indifferent. It don't make no difference if you really stop and think about it. You're the only person that it's going to make a difference to. So you write them all down in an open notebook, so you got one side of the page is blank and the other side it's got your thoughts wrote down. And after you get them all wrote down, scratch them all off and look at the other paper and see how clear your mind is. The other one has nothing wrote on it. One has a bunch of scratched off thoughts. Then just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and begin to relax. And just focus and just let go. Let go of everything you have that you're holding. Just let go for 5 minutes a day. After you're done doing that, write down 3 main thoughts. Those thoughts need to be your goal, what you're focused on, what you want out of life. And as you continue doing this, and as time goes along, you will progressively begin to change what you write down with your 3 thoughts. They'll be more and more focused on a particular subject or particular event. Maria, I'm gonna ask you, if I say I want to be a millionaire, and I focus on my problems that I'm having at the time of being in poverty and not having the things that I need, what's going to happen with that?
We won't, excuse me, we won't be getting what we need. One thing we think that we want to be a millionaire, but we have all these thoughts that just get jumbled in our head that tend to move us toward the pain that we're used to going into. That's one thing that I've noticed about people. Usually people are in either 2 categories. Either they move toward pleasure or they move toward pain. And for instance, you say, I want to be a millionaire, but what are you doing to get there?
Yeah.
The words are so powerful that we have in our head, and we have this continuing thought process that drags us down so that we don't get to where we want to go. Excuse me. But we need to keep our focus.
Yeah, exactly. And, and you're exactly right. In NLP, which I'm an instructor of NLP, and Maria is trained in NLP also, there are certain people that move towards pain because that's where their life has brought them to in this point. They don't know how to be happy inside, so they move towards pain. Other people move towards pleasure. They move away from pain. They avoid it. They don't want to be. They want to go in the opposite direction of it. Now, if you think on this on a conscious level, you ask anybody, you say, "Do you want to be in pain?" And they're going to say, "Absolutely not." But here's the thing. Their experiences in their life have brought them to where they're at. They don't get a choice in the matter. This is what's running through their head. It's like, if you could just imagine for a moment here that you have a tape recorder going around and around in your head, and it's playing the same things over and over and over. I'm not worthy. I need to be humbled. I need to be less than. I cannot appear to be more than what I am. Because if I do, I will not be socially acceptable, or I won't be acceptable among my peers or my friends. And so this tape recorder goes round and around in your mind, playing these things over and over and over. And guess what? That's what you're focusing on. And you get that. When you say the word focus, it isn't like just stare at the wall. Well, I mean, that's one form of focusing is just like, okay, stare at a dot on a wall. I mean, I'm a hypnotherapist. It's like, pick a spot on the wall and stare on that spot on the wall, and while you begin to focus, you may begin to relax. I'm talking about a different kind of focusing. I'm talking about an internal focusing, how you focus in your mind on the things that you want.
You know, Dan, I love that exercise that you often do with people, the circle of excellence.
Oh, yeah.
Can you go over that?
Yeah.
Because that is so powerful. We get our minds so trained in one direction. We can say, I want to be a millionaire. I'm going to play the lotto week after week. I'm going to be a millionaire.
Yeah, and then we find some reason to screw it up.
We always do, yeah.
Because the tape that's run in our head is like that. But yeah, you asked me to describe the circle of excellence. A circle of excellence is an NLP technique that builds confidence while destroying part of the scripts that run through your head that says, I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't be this. I can't be that. What you do is you think of a time in your life when you had something very resourceful as far as an emotional state or emotions that are going, and we've covered states, but for those of you who haven't seen this before, a state of mind is an emotional state of mind. I'm in a happy state because I'm watching a comedy show. I'm in a sad state because I've watched a really sad show. Or I'm happy because I'm getting to go to work and I want out of the house for a while. I'm happy or I'm sad because my pet ran away. These are all different states of mind. What we do is we look for a positive state that has resources in it that says, I am confident. And when you say, I am confident, and you put that on a scale of 1 to 10, and you anchor that, which you actually have the person get into that state. Close your eyes and imagine this, if you will. All right? Imagine that there's something in your life that you did where you overcame something that was challenging to you. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at with it? I mean, and then you touch the shoulder and the person, And then you go over and you ask them, okay, you're having problems with this. What emotions are happening? You don't need to tell me. You don't even need to tell me the story. All I need to know is that you are experiencing it. So you're experiencing it while you're in that state of this problem. You are actually feeling those emotions while you think about this problem. And then you touch the other shoulder and you anchor that. When it's roughly a 10, 9, 10, 8, whatever, up there in the upper, from 1 to 10, 1 being the least and 10 the most, you want them as most in state as you can. And then what you do is you have them picture that circle in front of you and just in front of them and describe what it is. And then you fire those anchors, both of them at the same time, when they step into that circle. Have them step in the circle, fire both anchors. What happens is your resourceful state or your positive state always will pound the fire out of the negative state. And once it does that, it changes that. So then you have them step back out of the circle and break state. When I say break state, they're in a different state now. We've had one state of positive, one state of negative, one state of integration of both parts, the one that is a problem and the one that is a resource. And then we have them break out and go somewhere like, hey, can you tell me when you last remember your math teacher writing the last math problem that you wrote on the board? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Tell me what kind of car you drive. No, tell me what kind of tires you have on your car. Okay, so they got to go inside, internally, inside their mind, and access all those things that I just asked them to find. When they go in there, they've broke the state. Then you tell them to come back to right here now, look at that circle in front of them, step into it, fire both anchors at the same time again, the positive and the negative. Allow that color to come up through you, and this time it's even more powerful. You have them step back out of the circle again, break state again. Hey, I seen a bird fly by the window just a little bit ago, and I thought he was going to crash right into it, but no, he turned and went the other way. What do you think about birds? What kinds of birds do you like? And they'll tell you. When they do, they've broke state. Okay? Then you do it again for the third time. And the third time that you do it, you fire both anchors, and this time it's going to be 20 times more powerful as it comes up through. You can feel it coming out of every cell, fiber, and muscle of your body, and it goes all the way up through and back out. Then you step out of the circle again, and this time break state with them in general conversation. Have them bend over and pick up that circle and put it in their pocket. And then anywhere they go in life that they feel that they're going to have a problem or they feel anxious or anxiety, reach in your pocket and pull out your circle and step into it. Your circle can be as big as you want to. If I wanted to right now, matter of fact, I'll do it. Boom, there we go. My circle of excellence is in this entire room. The very ground that my feet is touching, the chair is touching, everything in here is all now inside my circle of excellence. And each of us should have a circle of excellence. And it would help us with a lot of problems. It would reduce a lot of anxiety. I mean, even though it's just me and Maria in this room here, it's like, okay, we're back in the office, whatever. There are some times where there's a level of